Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This week is the first week of me trading my FTMO funded account. As you all know, I passed my FTMO 100k challenge last week. I got my account and I went through all the verification stage last week. At the end of last week, by Thursday or Friday, everything was done, and on Monday they gave me my account. So I'm gonna walk you through how the first week went. As you can see here, this is the account. This account doesn't matter. This account was in the past, long time ago. I don't know why is it still visible. It says ongoing, but like I failed a long time ago. This account was gone. So this is the live account I have with FTMO. I'll go through it there. Well, this week it was a bit. It was a weird week this week, to be honest with you guys. I had so many opportunity to make double figures, 10%, 20% even, but I was scared. I was so scared to trade this week that I don't know. I don't know why was I scared. Maybe it's just in the past I used to get funded and I will fail the account in the first week or in the first day of trading the account. I used to go mad with this account. So maybe I had the same fear going to this one that I would mess it up again like I used to before. But which led me to missing a lot of opportunity to trade. Another setup came. I was in some of them, but due to fear, I left, exited, and then the trades will just go on. But anyway, let me walk you through this week now. I'll go back to the very first trade that I took. Yeah, this trade was on the 21st. I believe that was Tuesday. I got my account on Monday, and then Tuesday I started the account, trading on the account. I got into a trade. I think it was it was Euro USD. I got in that trade around like, I don't know, I think it was around 10, maybe half 10, I think. But I seen I did my analysis and all that. I got into the trade, but unfortunately I got stopped out like 20 minutes later. You can see here the trade only lasted 20 minutes. 20 minutes and 13 seconds. I was stopped out. That kind of like messed me up a little bit. I was a bit messed up. I was like, oh man, am I gonna really fail this account? Am I really gonna destroy this funded account like I did before? Anyway, I think I only took one trade that day, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna come back Wednesday and see if there's any opportunity to trade. And let me scroll down there. No, actually no. I took two trades on that day. Two trades. Two trades on the same pair as well. Yeah, oh yeah. I got in the second time. I was like, okay, maybe this time it will move, but it never moved. It just went down against me again, so I closed it out in like 5 minutes. I was like, nah, this is not happening today. So I got out. I I seen an opportunity. This trade. If I tell you a story about this trade, I got into gold. I scalped gold, like two lots. I scalped it. I got around 294. Then I scalped it again. I got 118. But I'll show you exactly what happened and what opportunity I missed on this gold pair on, I believe it was Tuesday. No, it was, yeah, Tuesday the 21st. Let's go on the 21st. It was here. Yeah. I seen gold. It was dropping. It dropped. It dropped about maybe how many pips? Like 600 pips. I was like, oh, I seen it here. I was on the bus going to work. I seen it here. I was like, okay, I'm gonna scalp this and buy it. Maybe it'll probably retrace back. I got in here. It was going up, but I decided to close. I was like, nah. I got scared, so I closed. And I got back in again. I'll show us, zoom in there so you can see. There was a retracement. There was a retracement here, and I got back in for like a couple of pips, and I got out. Since I was on the bus anyway, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna risk my account for nothing, you know? I'll go to work and then we'll see what the next day will bring. Anyway, I went to work and gold just completely dropped and dropped and dropped. This was around 1,000 peep. The entire drop was at 1,000 peep, I believe. From here to down below here, like 1,500 pips or something like that. It was massive. Anyway, this day finished. Let me go back to the account here. This day finished. It was Tuesday, and then Wednesday I came back in. This is where I got in gold sell. Another opportunity that I had, a great opportunity that I had to make banks. I mean banks, like 2%, or not 2%, sorry, 20% on the account. But I was so scared that I just, I don't know. Let me just show you. Let me show you. I'll show you so you can see. It was on the, yeah, it was Wednesday the 22nd here. In the morning, I woke up, I was off from work. I checked I did my analysis and all that. And seeing gold was dropping. This bar dropped here. This one didn't go back up there. And then I was looking at this candle here, this 15-minute candle. I was waiting for it to close. I was like, if it closes red, I'm gonna get in for sell. And that's what exactly happened. It closed red. I got in around here. I got in here. I had my stop somewhere. I'll show you. I had my stop somewhere here. I got in with a 2 lot. It was a risky trade. Risky trade. So I got in anyway. Gold was dropping. It dropped around, I think it was like 8, 80 pips. I was like, no, I'm gonna get out. I'm not sure about this trade, guys. I closed my trade around here. I was out. Came back to look at the chart. Gold just melted completely for how many more pips? 1,100 pips. Imagine I stayed on this trade on that 2 lots. I could have made around 20 something K just on this move. But I was too scared to stay on the trade. Too scared. This week it was just, I was being a chicken really this week. Proper chicken for the entire week. But I ended up making 1% anyway. Let me go back. 1%. Well, I closed this trade, it was 1.5K. I was like, okay, I'm gonna close. And then the next day, I came back, I took a trade on EuroCAD, or stopped out. Was that stop? No, I closed the trade. It was just going against me. I waited for a while, an hour and 14 minutes. It wasn't moving. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take my small loss and move on with my day. And then I came back again. This was 12:05. This 12:41 on a different pair. CHF, JPY. I got into that as well. I waited 25 minutes. It was not moving my way, so I closed it. I just closed it. I was like, today it's not happening. Then, then I seen another opportunity. It was around, what time was it? It was around 4 p.m. I don't know. I was at home. Yeah, I was off from work. This was Thursday, I believe. Yeah, this was Thursday. I seen this opportunity on a Euro USD. I got into it. I got into around like 4. The trade lasted for like 1 hour and 12 minutes. I just closed it. It was up 1 point something. I think it was like 1.6k. Then it made a big retracement. So like, nah, I'm not gonna risk this. I was out. Let me see if I can find the trade. If I can find on this. See your USD, I believe. Oh, this is a trade I took today. I got out. That's what I'll show you. I'll explain it later. I'll explain myself. Let me find out trade if it's still on this. Yeah, it was this actually. Yeah, let me go. Let me check it. Yeah, it was on the 22nd. That's the trade. This was the trade I got into. I got in here. I had my stop loss of 10 pips. Price was coming down. I was like, oh my god, I am cooked. Price started coming back down towards my stop. I'm like, oh no way. They're gonna stop hunt me again. I don't believe this. But then it came down and retraced back up. I was like, oh, thank God. And then it went up. It was up like 1.5k up to here. Then I made this big retracement. You can see right there. Made a big retracement here. Came back down. I was like, nah. I'm gonna take whatever I can and exit. I got out around like here. And then Euro USD just ascended about how many pips? Let me put this on here. It went up like 25 pips. So I could have made like 2 point something, 2.5k if I stayed on the trade, but obviously I didn't stay on it because I was scared, as I told you in the beginning. This week was just one of those weeks where I was just scared to get into trades and hold trades. And then, yeah, I scalped gold again for like 1 point something pips. Yeah, I just took the profit out. I left. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna stay. I was scared to trade gold all week. I was like, I don't want to blow this account. And then on the 24th, which is today, I took a trade on Euro USD again. Let me go back to it. So this was a nonsense that happened to me. It was here. I got into the trade here. I got in here. My stop was right there. I think it was 8 pips. Yeah, there. I got in because I had to go to work. I was taking my bus. I was getting ready to take my bus. Price went all the way up here. And it started retracing back as usual. Started coming back down again. So it got around here. I was like, no way. I'm gonna close this trade. It's not happening again today. Then as soon as I close, it spiked up. It spiked up like 20 pips up. Like 20 pips up. Then it came back down and then flew literally. I think this was the news. I was worried about the news as well. I was like, oh, anything can happen in this news, you know. But your USD just flew up, went up to like 30, 40, 40 pips. And I had a 10 lots on this trade, risking 1%. I could have made 4 something K, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. Which I'm not really worried about. I have many more weeks, many more months to make this happen, you know, to try and make 10% in this account. And yeah, I closed it on a loss. Then GBP, JPY, I seen it. This was a work. I started work at 10. I seen this opportunity. And I seen this opportunity regarding, I'll show you that again. GBP, USD. Oh, GBP, JPY, sorry. GBP, JPY. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. This was a trade I took today. That trade that made me, how much they make me? Made me 870, $870. I got in. I got in here. Price went down. I was like, okay, this is happening now. I got about to hear price started reversing. Story of my life. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna take. I was in profit anyway. I was like, it went up to here, and then it reversed. I was like, no, no. I think it got up to here, then it started reversing. I seen it. I checked my phone then. I was like, no way, I'm getting out. I got out with a small profit of 870 pips. So to summarize this week, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't a bad week at all. It's just I was scared to get into trade. As you see here, he came back and completely took me out, like hit my stop loss. But like, I was already out of this trade. Like I left a long time. I came back and then it dropped again. But we got next week. When is my payout due? Let me check. I got 10 more days till the profit split day. So I'm just gonna take it easy really. I just want to take my I want to take my I want to get my refund, sorry. Yeah, I want to get my refund really. That's the main thing. Once I get the refund, I am completely safe. Completely safe. You know, my money is out. Like I removed the risk completely. Now I can just trade without fear really. So anyway, that's it for today. That's the update for today. I'll see you guys next Friday.